So my name is Liz Holroyd, and I was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in September of 2010.
Wow. And Scott, how's it been since for you as care partner?
How long do you have, Richard?
As long as yeah.
No, since 2010, it's been a roller coaster, but we're the start of it was rather overwhelming, to say the least. But as we did and Liz did her research and continued her positive attitude and stretching and exercise, and but we quickly came to the realization that this was our journey and put our heads down, and this is just our life.
Yeah,
and
I hear that. Yeah. What was life like before you had Parkinson's? Is it any different?
Well, yeah, I guess it was sort of, because prior to Parkinson's, I would say for myself, I had a lot of stress. And I think that's probably something that I've heard from a lot of people with Parkinson's that I've met, especially younger ones. And, you know, I don't know that I dealt with that stress all that well. And when I got my diagnosis, of course, that sent me into a real, sort of reflecting upon myself and thinking about myself more and my health, and obviously how I was going to manage my disease. So I'd say that the positive side for me is that I've learned to handle, I think, stress better than I used to. You're always going to have some sort of stress, I guess. I'm an active person, always have been. It's been hard for me not to be an active person. So yeah, I'd say that's been a positive, being mindful.
So before Parkinson's, Liz was a superwoman and did everything and saved everybody and ran our family. And since Parkinson's, she's stepped back 25%. So she still probably does 20 times more than the average person does still. But that is her quest to pull herself back.
She's still sprawling then. Yeah. Just more efficient.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's try to keep on positive, right?
Yeah.
What kind of troubles do you find happen with Parkinson's?
Well, for me, I'd say the biggest thing is fatigue, and I would say that's, I'm on levodopa. I'm not on a high dosage, but I have been on it for, I guess about 10 years now. And, I've been fortunate that I haven't had to increase my medication all that much. But the fatigue is pretty crazy. And, sort of stiffness and rigidity is my biggest things. Although I still play tennis, so I'm able to do all that. And so I would say probably those are my biggest things.
Yeah, and then the stress kicks into the tiredness as well, because when good stress or bad stress, whatever it is, that does knock her out. So if she has an exciting day of whatever sort, the next day she's pretty well wiped.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I find too, like when I don't go to like late night parties or events too much anymore, because I can usually only last for about an hour, because I'm a very, I was always a very social person, chatty, going, people person, right? Yeah. So I find now that I can last for about an hour after 7 o'clock at night. I can last about an hour chatting away, and then all of a sudden I just go in. It's like your nervous system shuts off and you just sort of sit there, right? Yeah. I mean, I'm hearing everybody, but I can't really participate.
Yeah. Actually, I like to play tennis as well, so maybe we can have.
Oh.
Yeah.
Play some tennis.
Right.
Yeah.
Play some tennis.
Right on. Yeah, you bet.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I love being active myself. So like, I'd rather do sports than exercise.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. I'm the same.
Yeah, exactly. So it'd be fun to play tennis with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're game anytime. I've
Okay.
got Scott into it too, so he's playing now.
Oh, wow. That's great. So I'll play some doubles or something.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Great. So other than tennis, what other activities do you like to do?
Well, I would say I like to do my yoga and
That's great.
you know, stretching type programs. I just do it on YouTube. I just pull it up on YouTube and go into the spare bedroom and do that. I was saying actually to Scott the other day that I've noticed this year, like I'm going into my 12th year after diagnosis, that I really do have to do my stretching every day. Like there's no question about it. If I don't, then that's when I'll injure myself or, you know, I start moving slower or what have you, right? Like I really do need to do that. So I've kind of recommitted to doing it much more often than I was.
You looked really good for 12 years into the illness. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty fortunate. Scott's got something talking to him, so he's going to go check what's going on with his computer or TV. Yeah, no, I am very fortunate. I am so grateful that after 12 years, I don't think most people say they don't know I have Parkinson's. Because fortunately for me, the medications, you know, I'm pretty controlled with it. I don't have a lot of on and off periods. I do have off periods, but you know what I mean? Like they're not significant in that people really notice. I can still hide it to a certain degree.
Yeah. 12 years in, I was just starting to get dyskinetic. Yeah. And so I asked my doctor about DBS, and so he got me on the list. And
really?
Finally had surgery last year.
Oh, you had this. That's right. You had surgery. So, okay, yeah. And how are you doing today? Because after the surgery, because it's been a year.
Yeah, it's been just over a year now, 13 months.
Yeah.
And I think I'm doing quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's giving me my life back a bit, because I wouldn't have been able to do this without.
Yeah, no, because I actually noticed quite a difference in you from the last time I saw you.
Yeah.
Before DBS, for sure.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Because I've read a lot about DBS and just people that I met at the conference that have had it too. And a lot of people are saying, like, you know, just the tweaking of getting things right, just right for the after you have the implant, it can sometimes take a while.
It took me just 4 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
I know. Everybody's different. Everybody's different.
I was so lucky. Like,
like
Dr. Honey just said, everything's perfect with you. So it's just
awesome.
That's great. He said everything was really easy. So that I was quite surprised by that, right? Because I was just ready to go through like challenges with DBS. So, but I was so fortunate that I just took 4 weeks to get it all set up. And each time, like after the first week of it being set up, I rode my bike to my appointment after that. So it was just quite amazing for me.
Wow. Yeah, it must have been. Wow, that's awesome. That's great. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. So are you thinking of it in the future?
For like, you mean DBS?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if I got to the point where the medications were not working and, you know, I think you probably, and I don't know about yourself, but you probably get to that place where you're thinking, okay, I'd rather have this operation and get out of where I'm at, because when the symptoms get quite bad and interrupt your life and you can't do anything, I mean.
Yeah, for me, it was a matter of like affecting my quality of life. Like, overall, I didn't find the dyskinesia that worrisome, but I didn't realize like how much it affected the way I was thinking, because I pretty much gave up on doing any kind of film work because I thought, well, I can't really stay still, and it's hard to actually do things. Even when I was on, like that's when I'd be moving the most, right? And
Yes.
so the fact that it's weird, like I'd hold the camera and I'd stop moving.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Huh.
I didn't really notice that until a friend's son told his dad that. How come it's really weird how Richard just like is all disconnected, and when he holds the camera, he just stops moving. Yeah.
I know, that's
Weird, yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Just how long had you been diagnosed prior to your DBS?
It would have been 16 years.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, so this is my 17th year.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, so you were probably then at about what? You would say about year 14 or 15 you started, would you say your symptoms clicked in a little bit more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't see that happening with you.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I
really hope it doesn't.
yeah,
Yeah.
me too, for sure. You know, I noticed that I have, you know, I've progressed to a certain degree, but not, you know, significantly, clearly, but I have noticed.
Because most of her stuff, her tremor, slight dyskinesia kicks in when she's tired.
Yeah.
For me, I get exhausted after doing something like this. Like I put all my energy into it, and then after I just get so
Yes.
tired. So
Oh, yeah.
for me, it's weird. Like I can keep going as long as I need to, but once I stop, it's like, whoa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same way. Like after tennis, when I play 2 hours of tennis and I really, you know, I'm moving around the court and I'm perspiring, I come home and I sit down and I'm asleep within, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is an example of it. She's just come home from 2 hours of tennis to do this.
Oh, wow.
And then within 5 minutes of us signing off, she'll be asleep, I bet.
Probably.
That's great, actually, for your body to recover.
Yeah, I can nap anywhere.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's been one of the benefits of having DBS for me, is that I can actually get some sleep.
Oh, okay. So that's of course what anybody I speak to with Parkinson's has, is the sleep issues, and I certainly have those as well. You know, I mean, obviously that lends into my tiredness during the day, but I only sleep on a good night 5 hours in a row. It's usually only that, and then I'm awake. So yeah, I mean, I have to have some sort of nap usually the next day, or else, you know, that's it's not enough, right? For as active as I am, you know, I need to have some more rest. But yeah, I've tried kind of everything, you know, every, you know, thing that's out there, CBD, you know, cookies with a little zip in them. You know, I've tried sleeping medications. I don't like to take those. So I just kind of, you know, sort of manage it as best I can. And I kind of know myself, so I know what, you know, I need to do to try to achieve the best sleep. So.
Great. Yeah, for me, sleep, it's like after having the surgery, I slept for like 9 hours, and I was like, wow.
Oh my God, I can't imagine that.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is what it feels like to sleep again. I totally forgot, and it felt I never felt that refreshed ever.
I know. And do you still sleep quite well, Richard?
Not as well as at the beginning, but I can still sleep like probably like, well, I have to go washroom, so probably like I'll sleep for 4 hours, go to washroom, come back, sleep another 4 hours.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. And I'm the same. I got to get up and go to the washroom. Happens all the time. But I usually go back to sleep. if I have to get up after a couple hours, so I do
Yeah.
go back to sleep.
Yeah. It was rough when only get 2 hours of sleep and then wake up, and then your
Yeah.
brain's so active, right? And then go back to sleep again later. So I totally understand that.
Yeah.
For me, I when I was less disconnected, I used that as an advantage to stay creative and write or
Mhm.
do something like do some editing, photo editing, stuff like that. So I use that to advantage. But
Yes.
because otherwise it'd be hard for me to go back to sleep, because just not just sitting in bed to try and force myself to sleep. It's hard.
Yeah, it does. I know when I'm not going to go to sleep, and I know
Yeah.
when I'm not going to go back to sleep. I can tell.
Yeah.
So sometimes I get up and have a snack.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. I do those things, and I read or what have you. Or yeah, I get some stuff done, but I try not to send emails at 2:30 and 3 in the morning.
No.
People get a bit freaked out with that.
Yeah. I try not to do that either, because you're right. People do get freaked out. Like,
Yeah.
why you up with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Scott, I like your haircut.
Yeah, no, it's clean, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really low. It's high maintenance
Yeah.
to keep it like this.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I was thinking about doing that myself.
No, don't. Yeah.
Well, like my bumps. So.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd look a little different with the bumps. Yeah.
Yeah. You would be able to hide them.
I'd have to wear a hat all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah. My bumps. I think they look like start of devil horns, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how they did the surgery is just quite interesting, because I saw a friend of mine in Ontario, and he got his DBS surgery done, and they look like they took off his scalp. It's
Okay.
He showed his stitches, went straight across his head. I was like, oh, that.
Yeah.
I thought that's so barbaric compared to like what.
Why would they do that? Why would they do that so different?
I know, it's so different.
Yeah.
So I felt, well, I'm lucky.
Yeah.
What was it like when you were in the surgery and you're awake and the electrode is going into your brain?
Can't feel anything.
You couldn't feel anything. Okay.
Yeah. So that I think that had to do with like anesthesia, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I would hope. Yeah.
well, okay, because you get something, because you have to stay awake. So they give you something to completely relax you, obviously.
Yeah.
Because you would absolutely have an anxiety attack if you thought about the fact that they're open my head right now and are going through my head.
I think that's part of the weaning out process, is that if they feel that you have high anxiety, then you're not going to be a candidate for the surgery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be too hard to keep that person calm, right?
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Because when they give you something to relax you, I mean, how much does it relax you? Like, do you feel a bit dreamy, kind of?
No, I didn't even know that they gave me anything.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I felt no pain, nothing.
Okay.
Just my hands and feet were really restless, so the nurse had to keep rubbing my feet and my hands.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's all that was really bothersome, other than having to pee during the surgery.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Yeah, can you just hang on a second? I gotta go to the bathroom.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's something that nobody told me about that I wish they had, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because they're keeping you hydrated.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So, with that, I think, oh, damn, let's go pee
You
right now.
always get a catheter.
Yeah.
How often do you have to, once you have the DBS surgery, how often do you go in to get like checked?
Well,
Um,
after the initial setup, there was a 6 month and 1 year. I just had my 1 year last
Okay.
month, and so yeah, from now on it'd be like a yearly visit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think next year they'll probably replace my battery pack.
Right.
Mm.
Because where does that sit? In your upper chest?
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Doesn't bug you?
No, it doesn't bug me at all.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah. The thing is, I went to like a soccer game, a Whitecap soccer game, and I told the security, yeah, it's just, rather than saying that you have DBS, it's just easier to say you have like a pacemaker, right?
Right.
Because they'll understand what a pacemaker is. And so I said I have a pacemaker, and so they bypassed like the security thing that you have to walk through, and then they just do like a physical. And,
Oh, okay.
but the thing is, I had my walking sticks with me, and then security stopped me and said, "You can't bring those in because they could be a potential weapon." I said,
What?
"Yeah." So I told them I have Parkinson's, and then they said they didn't say anything at first, and then I had to show them like. Luckily, I wore the Parkinson's alert on my wrist, and then
Yeah.
yeah, because I knew I was going to get hassled about my walking sticks, right? And so yeah,
That's kind of, I don't know. I don't get that. Like,
Yeah.
hello, obviously I have walking sticks for a reason, like to help me,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Uh,
So just like, what do you feel about that? Like the awareness of Parkinson's.
Well, the awareness, I mean, I suppose it's come a little way, but it's still a long way because even my own GP, my doctor, I had to educate my doctor. And it's funny because she said to me the other day, I was talking to her about something else, and she said, I just wanted to let you know that one of my other patients just got diagnosed with Parkinson's. And because you have educated me so much over the years, right, on Parkinson's, she was able to be really quite helpful towards her new patient, because she had a lot of knowledge through myself, because I'm kind of like that, right? When I got diagnosed, it was like, oh, hi, I have Parkinson's. Oh, here's all the symptoms. This is what happens, blah, blah, blah. Like I freely shared what was going on or what could potentially happen. And so, in that way, I was encouraged. It was nice to know that at least one doctor, and then she can also spread that to the doctors in her office as well, right? Sort of educate them too.
Yeah, it's really good that you did that, because I think the more people are educated about it, just better for all of us, right? So yeah.
It is. It's interesting though, because I don't, when you do get a chronic illness, I've discovered, I would be always sending my family, like my kids, all this information on Parkinson's. Oh, here's something about Parkinson's, like this is interesting. But, and at first they would always come back, oh, that's great, Mom. Oh, good to know. But now they don't even answer me, right? Because I think they're just like, it's hard for people to, I think, I don't think they understand what you're trying to achieve. Like, I'm not trying to send them stuff just to, feel sorry for me because I have Parkinson's. I'm just trying to send it so that they understand potential things that can happen. So they recognize it, right?
Yeah.
When it does sort of happen to you. But I don't know. I think they just, they kind of zone out from it and don't really want to think too much about it. I mean, they're busy. They have their busy lives too, I guess. I don't know.
I really understand that because I try to educate my nieces, my nephew, my brother and sister, and it's sometimes feels like it's going like
In one ear and out the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, and sure too, like things that you do for awareness yourself, do they get noticed by your family?
Yeah, no, I think that they do. I mean, because I've done the Parkinson's, Scott and I do the Parkinson's walk out in White Rock for Parkinson's BC every year.
Yeah.
And, you know, so they know that I do that, and they do contribute, or they come out to the walk the ones that are in the Lower Mainland. So they do that, and they're aware of things. Like Scott and I sit on the Pacific Parkinson's Research Institute board. And, you know, they know all those things. They think I do way too much. That's their thing. Like, and I'm the president of our strata, our condo unit here, and the treasurer. So they think I'm nuts. And like, why are you doing all that stuff? You need to let go of that, Mom. You're doing too much. And some of my friends, you know, say that too. Like, oh, you're playing tennis, you're doing this, that's too much. And, you know, I said to them, look, I'd rather be doing things and be active and keep my brain, you know, myself engaged in things that keeps my brain active and, you know, in shape. And you know, and sure, I think before Parkinson's, I was always an overdoer and I did more than the average person. So it's not surprising that I would continue to do that with Parkinson's. Although I am learning slowly on things I need to let go of.
She's also the captain of her tennis team, Richard. She didn't throw that one in there, and that one's probably more work than all the other ones combined.
You have a tennis team.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know how these things happen.
tennis team. That's wow.
Yeah, we started playing our league games. We're playing we go and, you know, we have competitions, so we go to
That's
other
cool.
we have our first game tomorrow, actually.
Oh yeah. Wow. Like I never thought about joining a league.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's what do you play, 12 games, but it takes them a year to organize everything, right?
Yeah.
Wow. For me, I just use my, I guess, athletic abilities with tennis. It's like not really a tennis player per se, but I can fake it really well.
Yeah. Well, I know that.
I'm of the same.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. I started boxing too. Like I was doing boxing as well.
Yeah.
But I found, and it was great, but I just found that I couldn't do both. Like I was exhausted doing boxing and tennis. So I opted for tennis. And I think it's the same premise as boxing, like you're doing the hand-eye and
whatever they call that with your brain. You're having
helping
to
your
think
neuroplasticity, right? Helping that. And
personally, I think tennis is better because you're not following any patterns.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just more random. So that's
it
why,
is.
So I like tennis, any kind of racket type of game.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I really like it. And I endeavor to get better. And I just got a new racket and I played with it today, and I am just pumped for my game tomorrow because I think it's going to help me.
Yeah. When I was much younger, it's back in the days when you still had wooden rackets. Like it was so hard. I found it so hard to play with a wooden racket. And my friend suggested, why don't we play with drinking beer first? So we had some beers and like we couldn't stop rallying. Like it was so bizarre. We're like, wow, beer helps.
Exactly.
But
until the point you get too many.
Yeah. So now, like now the rackets are have the bigger heads. It's just so much easier.
Oh my goodness, the racket I just got, what I take some coaching lessons as well.
Yeah.
And he recommended a racket for me and he strung it
Oh,
based
wow.
on my play. And but it's amazing. Like I can't believe it compared to my old racket. So yeah, I'm hoping for big things.
So it must have like a nice sweet spot on it.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's really, and it's pretty too. It's pink and yellow.
That's the most important.
That's important. Yeah.
Goes with my outfits because that's important. You know,
that's
gotta
really
look good out there.
Yeah. That's part of all the excitement of playing any kind of game, right?
Of course, of course.
You gotta look good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
You never know when I'm going to be on TV, right?
Yeah. See, you got to be ready for that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, what else do we need to cover? What did you do when those times you're feeling down?
Well, in
Doesn't happen very often.
yeah, in general, I'm not, I do get, I mean, I would say I've had apathy for a long time in comparison to myself prior to Parkinson's. I can tell that, I used to be, prior to Parkinson's, I'd be excited about everything. I would, you'd feel that excitement, but I don't have that anymore. I mean, I still go do things, but I'm just not as, I don't, like if we would go travel or whatever, I was like, oh yeah, we're going, but I wasn't like over the moon about it. But, and I do get blue days at times. Like I feel it, it's my thoughts kind of go in my head, like, but I get out of it quite quickly. And I don't know if that's just me in general or what, but I do tend to sort of just, I don't know, I'll just get up and get going. I'll go for a walk or I'll read about something about, there's always people worse than you, right?
Yeah.
And so yeah, that usually gets me going. And yeah, and I, generally in my life, I don't think I have a lot of time to feel too, I'm more of a take care of everybody else. I always have been. So I tend to focus on, other things outside of myself. I'm not terribly preoccupied with myself. Let's put it that way. Is it okay?
Yeah, just had to make sure my cameras are still recording.
So tell me a little bit about your documentary that, I mean, I know, did you apply for it or how did that all happen?
I applied for this grant through TELUS STORYHIVE. They have a division where they help out creators of film and whatnot. So I applied for it and managed to get one of the grants. So I thought, well, I want to do this series about people with Parkinson's and share their stories, right? So it's it's been a little project I've wanted to do for quite a while. I finally get to do it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's great.
Several people. I'll be interviewing Jean Blake, the CEO of Parkinson Society BC, and I've already interviewed like the people at the Movement Disorder Clinic.
Okay. Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So putting it all together, it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Dr. Cresswell's my neurologist out there.
Okay. And Dr. McEwen's mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So will I be seeing you guys at the AGM?
I don't, when is the AGM for?
It's April 23rd.
Oh, okay. Yeah, possibly. We're actually we've got a conference with the Pacific Parkinson's Research Institute, their scientific conference, on the 19th, I think.
Okay.
We're going to that. And
where's that being held?
it is going to be, I believe, out at UBC.
Is that in person?
Yes, it's supposed to be in person. Well, so far so good. I mean, who knows what's going to happen with, if COVID starts ramping up again, we might, I don't know, but so far that's the plan. And
UBC, they still have policy in open spaces that to wear masks, right? So
yeah,
right.
Yeah, exactly. So so we'll be attending that. And then on the 23rd, did you say that one was?
Yeah.
I think that we should be able to.
I think it's Saturday.
Oh, is it? Yeah, Saturday.
So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we should be able to attend that.
Bonser Community Center.
Oh, okay, right in Burnaby.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put that into my thing, actually.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah.
9:30, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be good to go, actually.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see people again.
Yes, I know. I know it will be really nice, actually. Are you planning on attending the conference, the World Conference?
I hope so. In Barcelona.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah, me too. I'd like to go to Barcelona.
Yeah, that's the thing. I want to go to Barcelona.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it'd be nice.
It's something that I've wanted to do ever since university because I studied art history in university.
Okay, and they've got that old church, the church they never finished, right?
Yeah, and the architect of that, Gaudi, he's love his architecture.
Okay, yeah, no, it's quite something. Yeah,
like his apartment buildings look like they're out of like a cartoon or something.
Yeah.
No, we were there. We were in Barcelona, not for very long, just before we got on a cruise ship about 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And I mean, I want to go back and be able to explore it a little bit more for sure.
Yeah, just through by chance on my screen, like screensaver showed like this image of this mountain called Montserrat in Barcelona, and I thought, wow, I got to check it out. And they have what's it called? Can't think of a tram that goes up the mountain.
Oh, okay.
It's quite it's really interesting. It's only an hour away from Barcelona, so I thought, well, that's something I got to check out before.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Yeah, we'll have to do that. We'll have to look at map out things that we want to do as well.
Yeah, because like I went to the one in Japan.
Yeah, we did too.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, there's a lot of people there.
There's a lot of people there. Yeah,
I think I might have seen you just briefly.
We probably did. I met lots of people there.
Yeah, because I think Jean tried to get like people from BC together.
She did, but it didn't we didn't end up doing it for some reason. I can't remember what happened. But
we went to another pub.
Okay.
Is that what it was?
I think so. I don't know.
I
think we did. I think we went with Allison the night that.
I don't know, but but no, it was good. And that I knew Larry Gifford because I had chatted with him prior to the conference. Yeah. And so he introduced me to a lot of people there when we met up with him.
Yeah.
It was really great. It was great for Scott too, because they had the caregiver session where you could go and hook in with other people that were care partners. I thought that was really great. And yeah, and it was just kind of, yeah, it's kind of nice to be in a group of people that you don't have to explain anything to.
Yeah, yeah. For me, I always call like the World Congress like Parkinson's Disneyland.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So
That's what-
true.
That's what it feels like because you're so free and
Yeah,
it feels great that everybody's positive, wanting to help people with Parkinson's.
yeah,
So
absolutely. Yeah,
I went to the Portland one. That was my first experience with it, and then the Japan one. So one, keep going.
yeah, we do as well. We really enjoyed it, and Japan was our first one.
Oh,
And yeah, so yeah, it was definitely a very good experience. And you come away really inspired and
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
Well, she's still in contact with a bunch of people from all around the world. Right?
yeah,
She's probably got half a dozen friends all around the world that she's in contact with still.
yeah, which is neat.
same. Did you go to that massage for caregivers?
No, I don't. I went to the quiet room,
Okay, yeah, I went to
which
quiet
I
room.
think was right there.
Yeah,
And then I played ping pong as well and got my ass kicked by some little kid. Yeah.
I got my butt kicked from older women.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I got a video of me trying to return his serve.
yeah, yeah. They put the spin on the ball. It was just like it was like so upsetting.
Yeah. I didn't have a clue. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I went with a couple other people. Like, I went with trying to remember his name right now.
Like
Jim?
from the
Jim. Oh yeah.
Jim.
Yeah.
Jim
With
S.
Jim, and as well as I think
Lady or man?
it was John Hogan.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
So-
guys traveled together?
No, we just played. We just came as Team Canada.
Okay.
Yeah, and we got killed. Yeah, by these old senior citizens. So we just felt so dejected. We determined that we were going to come back in Barcelona and kick everybody's butt.
They'll probably
Yeah.
have us playing soccer though there.
Oh, it's okay. I'll play soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been much easier for me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So, have you ever thought about this is it's more of a personal question. Like, have you ever thought of creating like a team of Parkinson's athletes for like a tournament?
Yeah, I'd be open to that.
Yeah.
What sport though?
Well, I don't know. Like I'm thinking it might be like more like a game like bowling or something.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, I think that we were getting together. We got together a couple of times just for a social, like Larry Gifford organized it. Remember you were there,
Yeah,
well, of
yeah.
course. And I really enjoyed that. We really enjoyed that. And yeah, I don't know where that's all at, but it would be nice to see if we could maybe gather this summer outside somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, at the park even and do a picnic kind of, you know what I mean? At a park, like
That'd be awesome.
it'd be nice to connect with everybody. I might chat with Larry about that
Okay.
and see what he thinks too, because it would be outdoors, right? And it would be
Yeah.
summer. So
Yeah.
because I think those things are really important to be able
Yeah.
to have that gathering and that connection.
Yeah.
And you could play bocce
Yeah, we could play
Yeah.
bocce.
Bocce, yeah.
or
Hope
lawn
so.
darts.
Oh
How do you feel-
God, lawn darts. I don't think that's a good idea. That could be dangerous.
Yeah. How do you feel about softball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played softball.
Okay, so maybe we could gather at least 9 people and
Yeah,
take on a team.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if I'm in, we're in.
Okay, so I'll look for like a softball tournament.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Cool. So I've got 2 people
That's right.
so far. Yeah.
You're a
Okay.
third of the way there.
Yeah. Just got 1/3 of the way.
That's right.
So that's what I'll do then. I'll recruit people
Perfect.
for.
That sounds
Yeah.
great.
And we can just hopefully we can get some support and raise some money for Parkinson's.
We got to pick who we
Absolutely.
play against, though.
Yeah. We can get some. Actually, I think what we can do is like enlist some help from like this is like me thinking on a bigger scale, right? But like
Yeah.
get some help from like Canucks alumni or BC alumni, BC Lions alumni.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And just like make it like some kind of game towards raising money for support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm all in.
Great.
Yeah. That's why we do the walk every year with BC Parkinson for BC Park, like the super walk, right?
Yeah.
In White Rock in South Surrey, because we started it out here to raise funds. And it's been quite successful. We've raised over 120,000.
Yeah, at least, yeah, I would think, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Just from the walks, like each year that we've done it, because I think this is our 6th year.
Is it that long? Yeah, I don't know if we, yeah.
Yeah, this is
I would forget everything pre or post COVID, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this will be the first one back in person.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I hope that's going to be the case. I keep sort of watching the news on our updates, but hopefully it'll be okay.
Yeah. What I hope is that we'll break that $500,000 barrier soon.
Yes.
Because it's always been like, I think the highest was like at 430.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just gotta keep picking away at
yeah,
that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think once you break that barrier, I think people will aim for $1 million, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And the Vancouver one, that's the one I've always participated in. Like
yes.
Since I found out I had Parkinson's back in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a lot of fun. Like having family there. And
yeah.
It's a great day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
yeah, we're trying to, well, and out here too, we're getting more businesses involved, like just being sponsors and being, provide pricing and that sort of thing as well. And so, I think that's a great way, obviously, to increase awareness as well.
Mm-hmm.
And, I've kind of been a point person for a lot of people through the walk, because I go to the, obviously I organize the walk, Scott and I organize it, and I'm out, I usually get up and speak. So, a lot of people have been able to come up to me and talk to me about Parkinson's, because they're there because either, a friend or family member or what have you has been diagnosed, and they're scared, right?
Yeah.
Especially in the very beginning. And, so it's nice for them to be able to see people with Parkinson's being active and living their lives, right?
That's really important.
It is important. Yeah, exactly.
They come up to Liz on the street and say, "Oh, you're the Parkinson's lady."
Oh, that's cool.
That's me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, like I have a walker that I use once in a while.
Yeah.
It's like, because I also have like a back problem.
Oh, okay.
That's unrelated to Parkinson's.
Right.
And so I have spinal stenosis.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah. So I have to always stretch my back out so that the nerves aren't affected by my spine.
Right.
Because when it's bad, it just sends like shock waves down my legs.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Is that an arthritic type of condition?
No, it's the spine. It's deteriorating.
Oh, okay. And that was
Yeah.
before you had Parkinson's or
I just found out like last year that I have spinal stenosis.
what?
Yeah.
Ah.
So,
And it's nothing to do with your Parkinson's.
no.
You would have got it even if you didn't have Parkinson's.
Yeah. And
Oh,
so,
that's not fair, Richard. Sorry, I hate to tell you.
yeah, I know. But I still play hockey, still play tennis.
Oh,
Yeah.
good for you.
Yeah. Just that one thing that does affect is my fatigue. Fatigue kicks in much quicker now because of the spinal stenosis, and that really sucks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hear you on the fatigue thing.
I was playing road hockey with some friends in a rink, outdoor rink, and my legs aren't as strong as they used to be. So I didn't realize that until a friend checked me by accident, and I fell. Normally, I would have just been bumped and moved over a bit, right? But I actually fell down, scraped my face.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, right in the temple. So I was worried that it's gonna hit the
you're making sure, that everything's
wires,
connected.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
Yeah, so nothing, none of that was affected, right? So I was relieved. But all I had was this scrape on my face.
Okay.
Let's try to send you a picture. And so I thought just a scrape on the temple, but next day I looked in the mirror, like, I have a black eye.
Oh no.
Yeah. And
You look like a real hockey player.
yeah. And so like I had a funny feeling something bad was going to happen because it was we were playing for the last 3 weeks, and the third week was just prior to myself and my family going on a train trip, Rocky Mountain year.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so I had a funny feeling something's gonna happen before I go, and it just had a black eye during the train trip. Yeah.
Oh, you can have some fun with that.
Yeah. So telling
Oh, I
stories.
got the black eye from, Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You were practicing toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Right to the black eye.
Yeah. So thank you. Really appreciate your time for.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm sorry we couldn't meet in person, but we just didn't want to risk,
Yeah, exactly. Appreciate you telling me.
Yeah, no worries.
So anything else you'd like to share?
No, you know what? We're taking one day at a time. We keep on trucking, and I can honestly say 12 years later, I feel positive and I'm happy and with my life, and I don't know, right? You just have to carry on, right? You got to deal with the cards.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way I look at it too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So again, thanks for your time. And
you bet, Richard.
Yeah, I'll try to set up that softball game for us.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's awesome. Great, and we'll make sure we try to get a gathering in the summertime. So I'll talk to Larry about that too.
Yeah, and we should bring all our outdoor games to play.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye. It's right there.